So it finishes Sunderland 0, Forest 5. What a game, what a performance. Clinical is the word that comes to mind. Welcome to the player ratings. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to the player ratings where it finished Sunderland 0, Forest 5. Yeah, you heard me right. You heard me right. Absolutely destroyed them. I don't know why you guys were stressing me out in that game. I really don't, because it was never ever in doubt from minute one. What a performance. The attack looks seamlessly beautiful, and it was like watching the Mighty Ducks, man, just flying V after flying V. It was absolutely beautiful to see. And Forest are on 39 points. I told you guys, I've never once said we're in a relegation battle, and I stand by it. I stand by it. And yeah, here we are, 5-0 up. So we're going to go through the player ratings. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, and make sure you've downloaded Finalysis. We're doing this one on Finalysis. You guys get to have your say. This is shared with the likes of Sky Sports. It's used for full analysis, bringing you guys closer to those kind of networks and everything else. So make sure you've downloaded it. It's completely free. And while you're there, give me a follow, man. I'm one of the starting 11 for the Forest team. I'm up front, by the way. I'm up front. So look, quick assessment on the game. That first, look, for the first 5-10 minutes, Sunderland were a bit on top, I would say. And then when we got our first goal, game over. It just, the floodgates, chat, just opened up. It was goal after goal after goal. It was beautiful to see. I can't even, who scored the first goal? I can't remember. There's so many goals, I can't remember. Like, legitly, someone tell me which one was the first goal. It was it Jesus or the own goal? It was the OG. It was the OG. From the corner. I never want to see us cross the ball in for a corner again, ever. Play these short corners, man. They work beautifully. And you know what we're doing? We're doing this overload thing on the back post. What was counting against us, the way we conceded loads of goals this season, was when the overload was against us. Now we're overloading on the back post. In it came Jesus, knew he couldn't score directly, so plays it off Whom beautifully into the corner, 1-0 to Forest. And then the floodgates opened. Really poor play from Sunderland. Chris Woodinho, man. Woodinho there, sharp, gets the ball. It comes to Gibbs White. You got to give Gibbs White credit. Instant first touch pass to Chris Wood. Controls it with his right foot. Slots it in with his left foot. Forest 2-0 up. And then a few minutes later, 3-0. 3-0. Yo, Pete. The alliance is strong, bro. Yo, we're 3 points behind you, Pete. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Who scored the third goal, chat? The third goal was Gibbs White's one, wasn't it? That was, I gotta say, that was my favorite goal. I love the way Jesus cushioned it for Gibbs White, and without speaking, he cushioned it and said, hit it. The cushion just said, hit it. And Gibbs White hit it. 3-0, boom. And then the fourth goal. Oh, I'm struggling now. You lot are going to have to help me. You lot are going to have to help me. Who scored the fourth? Jesus. Was it Jesus? I can't even remember it. Oh, that was the one where Einar took the shot, deflected towards Jesus. And then Jesus slots it in, 4-0. And then, look, my favourite goal of the night. My favourite goal of the night. And can we get some Anderson emojis in the chat? This guy is like Newcastle through and through, as in a fan. This Sunderland game would have meant the world to him. And he's just lost his mum. His whole family, Newcastle through and through. And the guy goes and puts that cherry on the top, man, with a beautiful finish. And you could almost sense the feeling of emotion from him. And I felt it with him, and I'm sure you guys did as well. It was a beautiful moment, and it couldn't have been more perfect. It really couldn't have been more perfect. So I'm so happy for him, so proud of him as well. I'm sure you guys are. 5-0 to Forest. What an evening. And this is, chat, this is why this is like significant as well. Look, as much as I say, okay, we're not in a relegation battle, blah blah blah, but you know, Spurs fans were hoping we were, and all that stuff. Now here's the thing, this is the first time in ages we've played first. We played first and we've put down a statement and a gauntlet to Spurs and technically West Ham, if some of you want to see those go down, where they're just like, oh, you think you can catch us? All right, let's check another 3 points on the tally and hand the baton over to you now. And you guys go now and close this gap. We're 8 points clear as Spurs. We are, I don't know how many clear of West Ham we are. 2 less than that, isn't it? So 6 clear of West Ham. We are now like at least 2 games plus goal difference, by the way. Our goal difference is down to -4 now. We're so far ahead of them on goal difference. That's why you put 5 past people, man. I've said to you 37 is the cutoff point. We're comfortably past that. And that's how you do it. That's how you put a statement. And the other thing to say as well is Vitor Pereira. He found this formula. He found it in the last game in the second half. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. He's absolutely nailed it. You saw it today in the first half. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Big up to Robert. Let's just quickly we're about to go into the player rating, so make sure you've done it over on Finalysis. Just before we do, let's catch up on the super chats. There's over 1,200 of you in here. Do me a massive favor, make sure you've hit the like, make sure you got yourself, we got 132 likes, chat. What are you doing, man? What are you doing after a performance like that? What are you doing? Seriously, get those likes up, chat. We should be on like 500. Make sure you got your Hawaiian shirts on, your glasses on, all that good stuff, because we're about to kick it off into the player ratings. Big up to Matt with the 199. He goes, tremendous night, folks. In shock. Lads did us proud. 2 stars. Hell yeah, with the 2 stars. Thank you so much for the 199. Big up to Robert with the 151. He goes, we addressed feedback about dull first half. Yeah, man, we really did, didn't we? Thank you for the super chat, bro. And big up to Stevie Boy, who says, with the 499, Wolfie, get in there, big man. Spuds or West Ham to go down. Spuds are going down. Spuds are going down. Thank you so much for the 499. Big up to my boy Stoney with the 42 months. And Vic as well with the 42 months. And the legend Marcus with the 28 months. So get those likes up, chat. Let's get into the player rating. So all you got to do is load up Finalysis. All the players are there. And Sells, let's talk about Sells for a second. I didn't think he had much to do, but he still manages to pull a worldie off. Now, let's have a quick look at his stats. 90 minutes played, 4 saves made, 28 total passes, 9 accurate passes as well. What one of those 4 on the save should say is worldie, because it was an absolute worldie save from Sells. Yeah, it was at him, comfortable height and everything, but he still had to do it. And he did it very, very well. I thought Sells was rock solid tonight, absolutely rock solid. And I was harsh on him because I was like, yo, why was he trying that Superman punch when they scored their goal? He was hacked down. So you got to give him even more credit, because when you look on the replay, he had his right ankle taken away. I'm giving Sells a 9 out of 10, aka a 90. Well done to Sells. Well done to Sells. Yo, Lewis, man. We may overtake you, Lewis, if you're not careful, bro. If you're not careful, let me just, you know what? Right now, how about this? Forest is second in the form table. Forest is second in the form table, Lewis Habibi. So you better, don't go and shit the bed against Leeds. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Big up to my boy Lewis. All right, let's move on from Sells and let's talk about Nico Williams. And if we have a quick look at his stats, he played 90 minutes, no goals, no assists, didn't get any tackles in. But I thought he was absolutely rock solid today. Yes, he did pick up a yellow card. And he switched over to the right-hand side. I think he looks good on the right-hand side as well. I've got no problems with... Was it his best ever performance? No. His corners, the direct ones, were a little bit sus. I'm going to give Nico Williams an 81, an 8 out of 10 for me. I thought he was very good today, but not like outstanding Nico Williams level. Jair Cunha, absolute beast in defense. I'm now getting to the stage with Jair Cunha where I think a serious discussion needs to be had as to whether or not he needs to be pushing for an automatic start. Now, let's add on top of that Jair Cunha is not playing on his natural side, which is the right-hand side. Jair Cunha is unbelievable. I told you the 3 that we bought from Botafogo in the summer. This is the one that excited me the most. He is unbelievable right now. I'm really hoping that he's not injured and they just was a precaution ahead of the Villa match. So I think he's playing better than Murillo. I've said it there. I said it. He is playing better than Murillo right now. If you look at his performances in the last 3 or 4 games that he's been on versus Murillo's performances in the last 3 or 4 games, it is absolute night and day. Not only is he tall, he can header the ball, he's also really quick for his height. And I'm sorry, but I'm saying it. I'm saying it. All right. You lot tell me. Type M if you start Murillo or C if you start Cunha. I'm putting a C in the chat. Wolfie, I listened to it on the radio with Colin Fry, first time ever in any division as Forest scored 5 away goals. Is that legit? Yo, that is mixed, man. I think I'm seeing more C's. MCM, go back 3. I think back 3 is overkill. I'm sorry, but on form, I'm not saying he's the better player. On form, he is head and shoulders right now above Jair Cunha. On form, hear me correctly. Hear me correctly. He didn't put a foot wrong today. He gets a 95 for me. He gets a 95. Am I overglazing him, chat? Am I overglazing him? I honestly don't think I am. I honestly don't think I am. I'm not. Can't drop Murillo, man. That is sickening, but I do love Jair Cunha, so both. Some of you saying I am overglazing. I'm not. He's got a broken shoulder. Nah, man, have you seen the size of him? It's not a broken shoulder. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I just think he's amazing. You can't say he had a wonky pass, man. Murillo has about 40 of them a game. All right, how about this? Would anyone go all Brazilian at the back? Pause. Would anyone go Murillo and Jair Cunha? I would say no. I think Milenkovic is too much of a rock. But I'm giving him a 95. Let me know what you guys scored him. In any division, no team has scored 5 away goals apparently in any division. Okay, I hear it, but as we're Forest, man, we do these things. We do these things. And speaking of the Serbinator, rock solid. This guy, you can say what you want about Jair Cunha. You can say what you want about Murillo. But you need to say what needs to be said about the Serbinator. Him coming back to form in the last 5 to 6 weeks has been the complete change that has caused our defense to look like our defense. I think tonight again he was absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. And let's not forget he had to play 35 minutes with a donkey, so he was defending on his own. Defending on his own. I am giving him a 96 for me. He's absolutely outstanding. I love this guy. I love this guy. 3 tackles, won 2 of them, played 90 minutes, and he just looks, he's just a Serbinator. He really is. Ola Aina on the right hand side, then right centre back for a bit. I'd say he was okay today, but I wouldn't say he was unbelievable. I'd say he's like a 7.5, 75. I thought he did well. Lil B, he was with a donkey, man. He was with a donkey. Like, I'm gonna go 79. So basically an 8 out of 10. He's still working back to form. I still don't think he's like on an iron from last season. Oh, look at that. Celebrate 5 goals with the Forest shop. 10% off. But still 70. By the way, 79 is still a fantastic score. But out of the 4 defenders, if you like, I would have put him in 4th in that pecking order. Sangare was very strong for me in the first half. I don't think he was as involved as I'd like him to be, but I thought tackling wise he was really good and strong, especially in that little pocket of period where what's their faces, Sunderland was slightly on top for like 2 seconds. I thought Sangare was alright, but I still haven't seen the Sangare we saw before he went to AFCON, if I'm being honest with you. But the performance today, it was brilliant. He gets 75 from me. Good solid 75. Elliot Anderson. Now let's have a look at his stats, right? 30 accurate passes, 1 goal against, I'm sure, his hated club, Sunderland. What have I done here, by the way? Oh, I messed this up. Idiot. Against his hated club. With the like emotional stuff he's been carrying with his mum and everything, I'm just proud of him. Like the game, his performance doesn't even need assessment. He for me is a 98 today. And fuck it, he's 100, man. He's 100. It's like, for us, could you imagine like scoring the final goal against Forest Derby? That's what it was for him tonight, after what he's gone through with his family. Unbelievable. 100 for me for Elliot Anderson. Brilliant. Gibbs White. I don't think Gibbs White was as good as he was in the second half against Burnley. I don't think he was as influential today. I'm just being objective here, child. Gibbs White agenda. But his goal for me was the best out of the 5 if you take the emotion out of it. I just don't think he was. How can I describe it? I'm not saying it was a bad performance, by the way. I'm not saying it's a bad performance. But the standards he had last week in that second half were ridiculous. So, but because he scored the goal, it was brilliant. He got an assist as well, didn't he? Yeah. 1 assist and 1 goal. So for me, the key moments of the game, he stepped up. The sharpness to get the ball back to Wood as quick as he did shows football IQ. And his finish was beautiful. I'm giving him, I'm gonna go 90. And that's, I've kind of lost my train of thought. You're saying easily man of the match. I don't think he was man of the match, if I'm being honest with you. You're not saying man of the match? I think it's between him. He was unbelievable in the first half. He was absolutely on levels in that first half. That for me was his best performance in a Forest shirt. He took the player on. He became unpredictable. I think over the last few weeks, he's become very predictable by just cutting in. And you saw today, cut in, byline. Lay it back, make a run. Cross the ball in, whatever. I thought he was brilliant. His dribbling was on point as well. I think he's right up there. I'm actually going to give him a 96. I thought, I don't know. maybe I'm looking too much into wanting him being that good, but I thought he was brilliant today. I thought he played very relaxed as well. Very, very good performance. Well, put your scores in chat. What did you put for him? Let me know in the comments. Big up to Pierre, with the 458. He goes, fantastic performance. I fully agree, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to Sharky, man. My boy Sharky with the £5. He goes, love to all the FFTV boys. I'm on cloud 9. He's already called up the boys. They're booking an all boys trip. The boys are going to Spain. I can see it now. He's going to be celebrating. Thank you so much, Sharky. Appreciate it. And big up to Bilal with the £2. Can I give you a hickey? Kiss, kiss, hug, hug, mwah. I have no idea how to respond to that, bro. I have no idea how to respond to that. On that note, let's move on to Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll be honest with you, I thought Cristiano Ronaldo was a little Cristiano Ronaldo like today. You don't notice him for like 20 minutes of the game and bang, goal. I thought he did well to kind of wrestle up and have that physical battle with their centre-backs. But his goal was nice. He should have scored before that, by the way, where he opened it up onto his left foot and would 1 or 2 weeks down the road puts that into the top bins. But his goal was the one that I felt settled me down a little bit. It settled me, man. You don't want me to call Deji. It's late, man. It's late. He's probably still crying somewhere. I'm going to give Wadinho an 87. An 87. This guy, my boy here, should we give Jesus a quick call? I mean, he's not going to answer now, is he? Yeah, yes or no, chat? Should we give Jesus a quick call? I thought Jesus, in that first half in particular, was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Someone in the chat said they reminded him of Firmino, and I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Like, Bilal with the £2 saying, I want to marry you. Bro, this is very weird for someone with a Muslim name like Bilal, but thank you for the £2. His goal was brilliant. He should have been awarded the first goal, and his assist to Gibbs White was fantastic. Wait, how's he only been given one assist? How's he only been given one assist? He got 2. Either he got 2 goals and 1 assist, or 1 goal and 2 assists. For analysis, we need to talk. Yeah, okay, so if it's given as a known goal, that's still his assist though, isn't it? Like, seriously. By the way, if you just downloaded Finalysis, make sure you're following me. It's at Wolfie. I'll shout you guys out. All the new followers, I'll give you guys a shout out there. Look, he's a 10 out of 10 for me. He's a 10 out of 10 for me. And his finish, as someone just said in the chat, was absolutely brilliant. 10 out of 10. I dare anyone to argue it with me. But what I will argue with is these bloody likes, man. There's over 1,000 in here, 376 likes. What are you lot doing tonight, man? Please do get those likes up. Make sure you're subscribed. He scored one. He scored one off the defender and assist to Gibbs. Like, exactly, that's what I'm saying, JJ, man. Like, seriously, what are we doing here? I can't. If I call him, you guys are gonna see his number, and then I'm in big trouble, man. Okay, let's do the manager. Pereira gets a 99 out of 100. 99. Now, some of you may say that's harsh. And I understand it. I understand it. But when you hear my logic, you'll have to agree with me. No, he's not a 10, he's not 100, he's a 99. He brought Morata on. Outside of that, Pereira was faultless. You can't give him 100. You can't give anyone 100 who puts Morata on the pitch. I'm sorry, but that's just the rules, right? So, I'm just taking 1 mark off him. Agenda, says Dave, is legit, man. You can't argue with my logic. You may not agree with my logic, but you can't argue with my logic, right? So some of you may mark it down more than that, and you know what? I hear it. But what can I say? This guy is doing what Marinakis told him to do. All those Dycheites, man, all those Sean Dyche lovers, man. Do you really think Sean Dyche goes away and gets a 5-0 victory against Sunderland? Do you really think Sean Dyche should be undefeated in 8 straight matches? Do you really think Forest will be playing that beautiful flowing football that we saw today in the second half against Burnley? Like, this guy's come in and he's sorted out. Do you really think all those divisions that Sean Dyche caused in the dressing room, you think Pereira hasn't fixed them all? He's been absolutely fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Now go win me that trophy. I need that Europa League trophy, bro, because next year I want the 3rd star. And no, I'm not deluded. Anyway, Pereira 99 for me. Big up to Marky Boy. He says, a total team effort from everyone. This squad is peaking just at the right time. I had tears in my eyes when Elliot scored. Thanks again, Wolfie. Bro, thank you for all your support. I do appreciate it, man. You're absolute legend. Is he unbeaten in the Premier League? No. I'm sure we've lost. I can't remember. I can't even remember who scored tonight, bro. So 99 for me for Pereira. Morato, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, he didn't do anything too bad, right? He didn't do anything too bad. He just has an effect on my asshole. I just pause. Like, what can I say? Like, that it's just something about him that scares me. Like, he tried to tackle Milenkovic. That scared me. He didn't go with Bollard when they scored their goal. That scared me. Apart from that, fine. I'm going to give him, just to show there's no agendas, I'll give him a 73. Let's see what his stats. Did he make any tackles? Made 1 tackle, didn't even win it. Shock horror. Taiwo. Did anyone clock Taiwo did a no-look assist, by the way? No-look assist. I kind of like him in this role, chat. I can't lie. Taiwo coming on, Forrester winning, and then he just, against tired centre-backs, he's just in there just causing a nuisance with his physicality. I like that role from him. Got the assist, no-look assist to Elliot Anderson. It was fantastic. But outside of that, I thought he got on there and he just got stuck in and was busy. Is Taiwo the new Jason Lee? Bloody hell, bro. Bloody hell. I don't know. I'm going to give Taiwo an absolutely well-deserved 87. He did an assist but didn't mean it. But that's the beauty of him, Tony. That's what he does. That's what he does. Dominguez was fantastic for me. I think this was a good substitution, by the way, coming on for Sangare. Really good substitution, and I'm going to give him an 85. In general, I feel we lost a little bit of the control in the midfield in the second half, but you got to take into account we were 4-0 and comfortable. So I'll give him an 86. Ryan Yates was the perfect sub. This is, I think that sub was Pereira's best sub, because Ryan Yates came in and broke the game up, got some free kicks, slowed the game down, didn't really let them get into a full. Sangare's injured, is he? Oh, for God's sake, man. I thought Ryan Yates was really good tonight on the pitch. Obviously, he got his obligatory yellow card. I'll give him an 84. By the way, I thought Nets was really good when he came on. Really good. Like, I don't know why we've not seen enough of him, and Finalysis haven't even got a bloody picture of him. We've seen so little of him. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Or an 80 out of 100. Very good. Very good. I get Pereira's problem with it because Nico Williams is better there, but I don't mind the idea of Nets playing on the left and then Nico Williams on the right, and then Einar on the right, and Nico Williams gets the game off. I'm talking about the Premier League games here, right? Not the Europa League games. Now Europa League is the most important game of the season. I don't care if we lose the other 4 games. They mean nothing to me now. Nothing. This Villa game is everything. And yeah, Nets was in the build-up, you're right, Mr. Punk, to that game. So I'm very impressed with him. Darren England, the referee. Now this is why I like Finalysis, because we now get, you guys have been asking for it, to judge the referee. Darren England, I thought was pretty good. I know I was cussing him down in the game, right? But they took too long on the VAR call. That wasn't on him, right? Probably actually he did review it for too long himself. Outside of that, I thought he got a lot of the calls right. There was a lot of diving and shithousery attempts by Sunderland, and he wasn't buying it. I thought he did a good job. I'm actually going to give him an 85. An 85. Very good. And that's my Finalysis. Let's have a look. And once you've done yours, just make sure you press submit. And let's go and see what you guys scored, everyone. So, let's go to the match hub. All right, here's your guys' predictions. Oh, well, your scores. So you guys gave Sells an 80. That's low. Nico Williams a 78. That's low. Jair Cunha a 76. You guys are embarrassing me. Milenkovic a 77. Hang your heads in shame. Einar 71. Okay. Hutchinson 81. Sangare 72. Anderson 85. Gibbs White 93. Jesus 93. Okay, that's a little better. And Woodinho at 86. I gotta say, I'm surprised with you guys a bit. I thought you'd have given the centre-backs more than that. And I thought Hutchinson deserves way higher than that as well. You gave Pereira 100, which is incorrect because you should have accounted for the Morata sub. Morasso, okay, he got a 57, the poor guy. Yeah, the poor guy. And Dominguez 75, Yates is 72, Nets is 74. Whoa, look at the ref, man. This is quite interesting. The Sunderland fan scored him a 23 and the Forest fan scored him a 38. I think that's harsh on the ref, especially from our side. From our side. Man of the match, you guys gave it to Igor Jesus. I think it's between him and Hutchinson. Let's do a quick man of the match, chat. Let's do a quick man of the match. So, let's do man of the match. I want to do man of the match. I'm gonna give you some options here. I'm gonna give you man of the match. What do you lot want? What do you lot want? I think Jesus is on there. I think Hutchinson is on there. I'm gonna put Anderson on there. Who else? I think maybe Milenkovic. Any objections? I'll put Milenkovic. It should have been Jair Cunha, but he was like, get your votes in. While you're doing that, just double check you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed as well if you are new. Wow, Jesus has gotten into a real early lead with you lot. Hutchinson in second with 19%. Anderson in third, and Milenkovic with 5% of the vote. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'll give you guys a few more seconds to get that sorted out. And don't forget, tomorrow, because of all the football, I may do a hate along for the Spurs game. Is Spurs tomorrow or Sunday, chat? Spurs tomorrow or Sunday? I think they're Sunday, aren't they? Maybe we'll do a hate along for Spurs. I'll see. Okay, 10 more seconds for you guys to get your votes in. Cool Deji. I can't bother to listen to his waffle, man. I really can't. Right, what we got here? Your man of the match with 60% of the vote. goes to Igor Kamehameha Jesus. Not a bad shout. I say it's either him or Hutchinson. I'd have agreed with you. It's on tomorrow, is it? Alright, maybe we do a watch along then. Should we do a watch along for it? If we get to 1,000 likes, we'll do a watch along for it. So make sure you've hit that like button as well. I'm going to send you over to Spotlight on Spurs. Could everyone do me a massive favour and say relegated to the boys there? Because they're going down. They're going down. You know who's not? Us. You know who's winning the Europa League? Us. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you're following me on Finalysis, and we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like button because I want to do a hate along for Spurs. 5-0 to the Forest, 39 points. It's all going perfect. Villa are next.